What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Bay Rats and Buoys. We are live at the New York Boat Show at the iconic Javits Center here in New York City. I'm Captain Gaige, your host, and I am sitting here with Tim from Steiger Craft. It's unbelievable. We're happy to have you on the podcast.
Thank you. I'm happy to be on it.
Yeah, no doubt. Now, you guys originated on Long Island. This is where this boat has been built out in, it was Bellport, correct?
Yes, Bellport.
Yeah, so Steiger Craft is originally a Long Island boat, and you guys are massive now. You're not just on Long Island. Give them a gist of where you guys have locations that they could pick up these boats, because you guys really spanned out across the United States. Go ahead.
So, yeah, we started out in 1974. The founder, Al Steiger, started out building clam boats and has just expanded over the years into sport fishing boats, obviously. Obviously, most of our boats are sold in the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, that area. But in the past few years, we've expanded a lot. We now have dealers in, obviously, like I said, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. We also have dealers now in Hawaii, California, Cleveland, Annapolis, Maryland, and Massachusetts as well. We have dealers all over the country.
Right, Florida, and the Hawaii is doing great for you guys.
Yes,
so it's amazing that they actually picked up on Steiger Craft. That's so good. Awesome for you guys, because we're happy that it's made in the USA. It's made right here on Long Island. It doesn't get any better than that. So what do you guys do as far as, you give tours, actually. You work in the factory.
So I work in the factory itself at Steiger Craft in Bellport, and I have a various amount of jobs. I'm obviously in the factory building the boats, and I'm also dealing with customers, giving tours of the factory, everything like that. So we all help each other out at Steiger Craft. We're a small, family-run business. It's we only have a crew. We have a small crew, so we all kind of do various jobs.
And how many boats do you guys actually produce per year? And give us an idea of what the build-out is like, of when it starts and how long does it take?
Sure. So we build about 100 boats a year. Each boat, it depends on the boat. Our boats range from about 21 feet to 31 feet. So obviously a 21-footer is going to take a lot less time to build a boat over a 31-footer. But on average, it takes about 6 weeks from start to finish, anywhere from like 6 to 9 weeks from start to finish.
Okay. And what's the ordering process for people? Like, you have slots that people can...
Yeah, so each dealers are assigned various build slots throughout the year, and obviously if they have more customer demand, we're going to give them additional build slots depending on what their demand is in their area. But basically how it works is a customer will go to a dealer, they'll see a boat, and our dealers keep stock boats as well, but a lot of our boats are custom orders, and a customer will talk to their dealer, their reps, and they'll send the build over to our factory, and then we'll get the boat rolling from there.
So now, in the factory itself, because you said you work in the factory, you wear many hats, so it's not just...
Yes.
So when you're in the factory, what detail do you have on the boat? Is everybody's like an assembly line that people do specific things?
So it's not an assembly line. Everybody kind of does various tasks there, like I was saying earlier. But I work mainly in the main production shop, our finishing shop, which is where we're assembling. Our boats come in from the fiberglass shop, and they have, obviously, the stringers are on, the floors on, the decks are on, and then the boat will roll into the shop, and that's when we'll start doing, we'll do the rub rail, we'll put in windows, we'll put in cleats, like rod holders, cup holders, everything like that. That's where that happens. That's the department where I'm mainly in.
Now, are any of these boats can be custom ordered? Does people want specifics, and you guys are building that boat specifically for that person?
Yeah, so one of the cool things that is when people buy a boat from Steiger Craft is we work with the customer. If you're a customer and you're an avid fisherman, a lot of our boats only come standard with, like 4 to 6 rod holders, something like that. We can put rod holders pretty much anywhere on the boat for you, even cup holders. We really design the layout of the boat to that specific customer. If you're doing a custom build with us, you work with us throughout the entire process. If you come in and you tell me you want to put a rod holder over there, I'll set that up for you. If you want a different seating arrangement, a lot of times we can work with you on that too. We really try to make it customer oriented.
Right, so that's amazing. Now, as far as powering the boat.
Yes.
Now, do people have options, or do you guys, recommend specific?
So obviously we have a recommended. We usually, our standard on our boats are Yamaha motors.
Okay.
But we do work with the customer in terms of what motor they want to do. If they have a specific motor preference, like if they want a Suzuki, we can do a Suzuki. If they want a Mercury, we can do a Mercury. We've done Honda in the past. We can pretty much do whatever the customer wants.
Okay. And as far as the electronics are concerned, what do you guys, as far as what do you standard?
In most recent years, back in the day, we did used to do our own electronics installations. Okay. But now that's up to the dealer. So once the boat rolls out of the factory, that's when it'll get shipped to the dealer without electronics, and then the dealership will be in charge of putting in the customer's, nav screens, fish finders, everything like that.
Right, so that's all done at the dealership.
Yes.
That's not done. And just like when you see a boat here, you're going to see a lot of boats that are here at the show with no electronics on them, because that's ready to go, custom for whatever the customer wanted. And the ones that do have electronics are showroom boats ready to be sold. That's the model you're getting. That's what you're getting with it. And is there any specific sizes that, what are the limitations as far as what's the smallest one, what's the biggest one, what does Steiger offer? I see you guys have some really nice boats here.
Yeah. So here at the show, we actually have a good amount of our models. We start out with our 21 Miami. Our main boats that we sell are called the Miami.
Okay.
Which is our deep V pilot house boats that you saw here at the show.
Yep.
And those range from 21 feet to 31 feet. And we have a 21, we have a 23, we have a 25, we have a 28, which we actually just redesigned our 28. We actually have several different options with the 28.
Yep.
We have our 28 Miami, which is more of it's a longer pilot house and a shorter cockpit space. That's more family oriented. You have more room in the pilot house itself. Then we have our 28 Fisherman, which is a shortened pilot house, which offers more cockpit space. And then we also just came out with this year in 2025 our 28 Peconic, which is all cockpit space. It has a very short pilot house and it's all open. It's really, we're looking towards the Fisherman for that.
We like the name of that one right after the Peconic Bay that current rips out there.
Well, actually, the 28 Peconic, where we got the design for that boat, one of the original pilot houses that Al Steiger made back in the early 1980s was called our 21 Peconic, which it's a very basic boat. It has a Mod V hull. It only draws about 7 inches of water, very small boat. And it has a really short pilot house, but it offers an isinglass enclosure around the back.
Very cool.
Which it basically just gives you a lot of open fishing room. Like I said, it's a very shallow water boat, so it's really good for getting into back bays, and that's where our pilot houses originated.
Right. And we see these boats everywhere. I mean, the guys are fishing Long Island, South Shore, North Shore. It doesn't matter where it is. But now you guys have really spanned the United States, and you jumped into Hawaii as well.
Yes.
So kudos to you guys. Now, as far as social media and websites, where can these people go to find more information? Because obviously we're at the last day of the show. It closes out.
Yeah.
And now you guys are out of here. You guys going to Atlantic City, going to the next show? Do you bounce around?
Yes. So after this show, it's pretty much up to our dealers in terms of what boat shows they go to. Like here in New York, we have the Nassau Coliseum show where Great Bay Marine, who I'm actually representing this week.
That's right.
They'll be at Nassau Coliseum. DNR Boat World in New Jersey, they'll be at Atlantic City and the New Jersey boat shows down there. And then our other dealers across the country, they obviously go to boat shows near them as well.
Right. And Great Bay Marine, that is the local Long Island dealer.
That is the local Long Island dealer, and they do sell the majority of our boats.
Okay.
They take about 40% of our boats every year.
Gotcha.
And then the rest are scattered across the other dealers.
And we said the number was about 100 boats per year that
Yes.
you guys are pumping out in the factory.
Yes, we try to produce anywhere between 100 and 125 a year. Our goal is eventually to step it up to 150. So
Right.
we're hoping in the next few years we'll be able to get up to that.
Right. You got to worry about the quality control. You know,
Yes.
that's probably.
And like I said, we are a small run. We're built in a residential area. We're not in an industrial complex. You don't see many boat builders on Long Island anymore. We're the last major one.
No, and that's why it's kind of cool, because I know people that have actually shown up to your factory for the tour. You guys actually.
We allow people to come in pretty much whenever. If you have any interest in a boat or want to see how the boats are being made, feel free to stop by. We're always happy to show people around, either myself or one of our other reps.
And we'll put links in the description for the website and where to go and stuff. But if they were going to go do the tour and wanted to come see it, where are they going to do this?
So they could give us a call and schedule, or they could talk to their local dealer as well to talk to them, because our dealers are always coming down and showing people the factory and how the boats are built.
But most likely they're going out to Bellport is
Great Bay Marine.
Great Bay Marine.
Yeah.
That's where they're going to go.
Yeah.
All right. So, guys, you heard it from Tim. I mean, unbelievable. Great to have you guys on the podcast. But we're going to leave links in the description for the video. We'll leave contact information to get in touch with Stiger, get in touch with Tim, and get in touch with Great Bay Marine if you guys are interested in seeing these boats or possibly stopping by the factory to get a tour. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Tim, it was awesome, man.
Yeah.
You guys were great. We appreciate
Thank you guys for
having
having me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no doubt, guys. Tim, Captain Gaige. We'll see you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in.